Yo, out of the norm. But you might hear a little bit of background. My brother is currently watching TV outside. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the TV not loud, what is the volume? It's TV, whatever. Just don't mind the background. Just listen, watch the video, and be a good, nice, supporting feller. Yes. Yo, what's good with y'all, Actually, bro, I don't know what I be doing, bro. That I don't know what the fuck that shit was. All right, man, that was some bullshit. But check it. Don't okay. I feel like I be saying it enough, but I say it a lot. Like, bro, these sites I be doing, bro. Of course, me personally, I take them seriously. But of course, a random or a newbie won't take it seriously. You know what I'm saying? But hiccup while, bro, TMI, I'm sorry. A hiccup while you trying to clear your throat is the worst combination ever, bro. But anyways, there's a lot of things. There's a lot I want to talk about, but I do want to say this. I'm gonna probably triple upload, maybe double. I'm gonna try to double. If I can't aim for the triple, it will probably gonna be later on today. But for sure double. But this site setup is honestly not something that you would take serious in a way. But let's just say this. Um, the more people roam, like not like far roam, but mid roam, you tend to like not be comfortable with the area you're in, and you have those call outs, not call out, like you have that saying where like you chalk it, like just dip, leave it alone. But in some cases it's okay to play off site in some cases, but all the time when you try to put yourself in a position where that you want to play this room or this position based off your site, this is your map. And is on other maps too. Like you have Clubhouse. You could play Cash while having your you could have Sight and Master and Gym and still play Cash and win the game. You can still play be downstairs basement, have Con, and then you can also still play Blue, and then you could also play upstairs if you're kind of skeptical about that. Is it called stocks or storage? Either or. Like you have all these maps that you can play, off site, and it's okay. But some maps, like layer, you can't play off site on those certain maps because it's a distance to get back to site, and also it will be a while for you to actually adapt to the surroundings. Because half of the times when you do play off site, it's pretty much not easy to like hold it because they don't have to actually push you. And that's where making this setup, it was kind of skeptical. And then you may say, bro, you doing too much, why don't you just make the same site all over again? You idiot. It would make no sense for me to make the same site all over again and put it on a video because everyone else does it. Like, be for real. Everyone else does the same site. So why would I sit here, waste my time and damn near your time, make a site that you know about, and then just call it a day? No. So just me being creative, and then having everything in your brain to honestly process what the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I kind of came up with this. But the rotations are honestly just like support like the roamers, and like I would say this, majority of the people probably won't be in sight. And not to say that, oh well, that's stupid. Yeah, I get that, but not really in sight, but it's a possibility that you can hold off site longer than possible. So if you're getting pushed from one direction, you have a leeway on just to move a quick inches, and then you're already in sight. Versus going through doorways, and honestly just trying to make yourself safe on rotating in general. Because as you can see, you have head holes, and then you have two rotations that are close to each other. So anything can happen with a rotation that's close to each other. We all know that. And then on top of that, you have Thunderbirds literally two off site, one on site, So it's like, wow. So it's like, how can I trust this if I can't even play site and then trust my team at that. It goes a long way on playing off site. That's my main like debate here, is like talking about really trying to play off site more often in sites and off. Well, what, same thing. What am I saying? What, I just said the same thing twice but said it backwards, whatever. But yeah, like, just that's funny. Just trying to honestly like make it more comfortable as like a player just to play off site, and you're able to, like you don't have to worry about playing off site every single time, because every single time you're gonna have the opportunity to play on site, because you can say the type of player you are, the certain op you got. Like, not every op is built to play off site, and 10 out of 10, you're honestly going to win or lose your games based on how you play, not even as an operator, because you have good operators but bad players and they make them look bad. So that right there goes a long way on like trying to be different, and also like playing differently as an operator and a player. So basically all it is that goes behind it, just improve. You can improve in all kind of ways, but yeah. You might hear my chair in the background. So like, my chair is squeaky as a motherfucker, bruh. But anyways, like, you're honestly gonna like, bro. Okay, let me chill. Like, you're honestly gonna like be vulnerable, and like that's with most majority of the sites. But then again, you have to put trust in your teammates. But you can't say, I won't do this site with my randoms. Duh, bro. This is voice crack. This is meant for a 5 stack, bro. Like, doing doing exclusive shit with randoms never works out. So your best bet is just to honestly do it with a 5 stack and like communicate. Or shit, even if you guys, I feel like this AI, like, okay, I would say this with everything in my mind and like being reasonable. I believe Siege is like, it's not that bad, minus like, well, plus the cheaters. I said everything above plus cheaters, it's not that bad. So if you guys want to be better, like as like a trio or a duo, maybe a 5 stack, you don't have to play scrims to test your gameplay. You can test your IQ in AI, which is the dummies. What you can do is get your 5 stack, be creative. Y'all pick your operators and then make your own sites. Make your own sites. See how it'll work. See what's bad, what's good, the gaps. See what's going on between sites, and see how this can work between you guys actually playing a real game. Because I see all the time people tend to play the game and then they're creative in game. It can work all in the end, but bro, sometimes it wouldn't work because you wouldn't have full, like, the word is discipline, but under that you wouldn't have full support, you wouldn't have full focus, you wouldn't even have full like authority over what you're trying to do, because you would let, let's say, a Monty bully you in your own site. Impossible. You made that up for yourself, for your teammates. Or you would make a Ash come through your rotations even though you have a player right there on the hole. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, how can you let her walk through and you're right there? Well, I didn't know, and all the excuses. So like, like, don't try to make a site while playing a ranked game, especially. So like I said, go into an AI, get your 5 stack, pick your operators, and be creative. Make a site and see if you guys would have did this site in your rank games, how would it be effective? What's the pros? What's the cons? Like, see what's going on, and that's honestly how you improve your IQ. And if you want to improve your gameplay, play rank, play the dump, not, well, the T hunt. You can play scrims, all those good things, because with with gameplay, it's mainly like shooting and like being quick on your feet, but IQ is strictly mental. Like, IQ has nothing to do with shooting. So I'm gonna say it again. If you're generally stuck with your 5 stack, or if you want to like see what can people do with these certain operators, and you can, and honestly too, I feel like certain operators are not being picked because they don't know how to use them in certain spots and situations. So it's like you can honestly sit them, okay, bet I'm gonna do this, blah blah blah. I do that, blah blah blah, and keep going on and on and on with every 5 operators. So long story short, all what I'm saying is just get your 5 stack, go into a T hunt, no, a AI, and then honestly set up site and see how see how it works. Like you don't always have to be the same site that everyone else does because it's honestly boring. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like all the time too, with just making site in itself is difficult. Well, there's anything else I can add on to being difficult, just in the way that how to move. Because you would realize half of these sites these people make, they're vulnerable. Yes, I previously said that, but they're vulnerable to line of sight. Like, there's one thing to be vulnerable while going through a site and getting caught from outside or off guard, but it's another from the enemy team just walking in the building and already seeing a site set up. That's one thing. And I don't know if you guys notice, for upstairs, I have head holes, 2 rotations close to each other. What dragon side, and then the I think it's teacup room. I think it's called, dragon tea, and then I have head holes looking straight outside balcony. So it's like impossible. How can you do that? That's sabotage. You're gonna get our team killed. Like, bro, what are you doing? Like, bro, I get that. But all the time, not every time, but like all the time, you're gonna get caught up in crossfire. So that's kind of what it is, crossfire. So yeah, I have head holes looking straight from outside balcony, and then you can honestly take down barricade and shoot right into sight. I get that, but the whole big deal is to let someone play forward dragon. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when they're watching dragon, they can honestly look deep down into like the head holes and look right from outside. And it's not really safe in a way because you can get shot from 2 other directions or maybe one. But then again, too, mind you, you have the Malusis that cover that hallway. So even if they want to rotate or come back and forth through, you can use that to honestly not cover your backside, but honestly give your own self support or let a teammate help you out in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like it wouldn't be like you won't feel fully annoyed because you can't move. It's like once you move, you can't move no more. And I don't want that to happen to you because like that shit is very annoying. It's like I hate the fact that once I move, I can't move no more because I'm stuck. So I do get that from like a player. So yeah, I do understand that. So yeah, um, it's I don't know. It's like it's I won't say it's a good or bad thing, but I feel like half of the times I don't really tend to like care about how I'm trying to make site, only in one condition. If I'm going to make site, I have to honestly make sure that I'm doing something right, not always making it so difficult for me to like not be so annoyed with myself. It's one thing to like be stuck, but it's another to be uncomfortable. And I've always said that in like half my videos, like the best bet as a defender is not to be uncomfortable because now the enemy team can honestly you can honestly project that as a defender, and then attackers can sense that energy like some real nigga shit. They can detect that energy and like, okay, bet, let's just rush, let's just push this, let's just hold this. Let's just make them uncomfortable in a way that they don't know where no one's at, but you know where everyone is at. And that kind of falls under in like the default site. It's like making site default, but then again, you don't know what these holes are for, but now the enemy team knows why they're there and like what they're for, and then they can use those against you and keep you like cooped up in certain spots that you know for a fact you're uncomfortable in, and then just rush in, flood in, queue you, pre-fire you, wall bang, all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So just be mindful on like how you honestly make site in general. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on that a little bit more because I felt like it was better. It was better to talk about this rather than breaking down site because you can see it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't know. I genuinely believe that it's a better alternative than just using default operators because not to say, well, I won't say being off topic. half of the times I realize, why do we use who we use? You know, like castles for castle, thorns for thorn, cap cans for cap can, and you have, you know, kites for kaid. But it's like, if they weren't, if they wouldn't, if they would have not used kaid the right way, would kaid be kaid? You know, it's like, there's one thing to like reinforce a wall and I put a claw. I get that. But if you're trying to reinforce the wrong wall and put the claw in the wrong spot, he's useless. So it's like, how can you not use Kai the right way? You know what I'm saying? And like, it goes a long way on just trying to like be better as a person and then be better as a player and then for yourself, I assume. But all in the end, you just gotta suck it up. And like, I can't say anything else but that. Just suck it up, you know. Like, people do genuinely suck in this game, and like, it's like, when I say suck, it's nothing like COD, bro. Like, COD, bro. Whatever. Shut up. COD. Like, it's nothing like COD. Like, if you suck in COD, it's not the fact that you can improve, it's the fact that you can just shoot whenever and how you want to. And then plus that, you can respawn. But Rainbow, if you suck in Rainbow, it's a lot that comes with it, minus the trash talking and like the criticism. It's like, bro, if you suck in Siege, you might as well not play the game no more, because it will drive you insane. Like, you would have a stressful time playing Siege rather than playing COD on zero brightness. It's like, you just going on based on what you hear and then shooting everywhere and probably get a kill. But then again, you can respawn. Versus Rainbow, if you're trying your best and you genuinely suck, you're not gonna probably get far. So that was probably a bad analogy or a bad like example, whatever. If you don't want to use tube dial, you can honestly use mute. And I think I probably said that. I think I didn't say that, but yeah. Um, all the times I do feel like it's not something that you would prefer, because I feel like, well, you would say, mind you, that's all in one sentence. Crazy. But you be like, but I don't want to use this person because I feel more comfortable with blah, blah, blah. Or this person is trash. Or I don't want to use this person because blah, blah, blah. You know, like, you would always have your reasons to not use a certain operator. Or you would have your certain reasons to not play for the team. So it's like, that's one thing. And then there's another for you to like do what you want, but still contribute to the team, you know? So I feel like all in the end is like, if you're gonna pick a certain operator, you can use them because one, they're there, but it's like, at least contribute to the team. Like, at least help us out. At least use your weapon, you know? Like, you might use Thorn, and like, I don't see people dying by thorns anymore. Like, you don't see, you know, some guy dying by a thorn trap. But it's like, if you're gonna use thorn, at least use her weapon. She has one of the newest weapons, you know, minus except for fucking, yeah, no, yeah, she has one of the newest weapons. Well, minus Deimos. But yeah, she has one of the newest weapons. So it's like, bro, you can honestly use her weapon, and it's pretty strong and it's high caliber. So it's like, bro, like, you know, she's not useless after all, right? So it's like, only in the end, long story short, I just tend to like honestly realize how how can we as a team and as like a like defender especially, how can we contribute to the team without feeling so left out or even useless in a way, you know? And I would say roughly, like, I'm gonna give it like throughout 20. I would say like 9 out of 20. People generally prefer to use an operator that they want to use, minus then banning the others. And it's like, I've noticed like, before the new rank system came out with the new ban, people used to always ban Fenrir. Not even saying that when he was new back then, but people used to always ban Fenrir. And now they don't, because they have more problems to worry about. Not saying Fenrir is not a big issue, because he is and high key annoying, but it's like they have other worries to actually ban just not Fenrir, you know? So Fenrir probably won't be an operator that you would ban. It would be the operator that you wouldn't pick. And no one would touch him. Like, even though you can say, let's ban Fenrir. Yeah, but like I guarantee you, you or the enemy team would not touch him at all. I don't know. I can't really crack down on that, but I feel like I don't know. That's how I see it. But it's like, yeah, you wouldn't really want to like waste your time on banning an operator that you probably won't use and then banning someone that someone probably will use, and then you will have like the benefit of the doubt on honestly winning the match or even the game because you ban an operator that you know for a fact is like mad toxic. So it's like yeah, I don't know. TMI. I'm trying to drink some water, but my throat's still dry. I drank 2 water bottles today, and my shit's still dry. So it's like I don't know what's going on, but yeah, I don't know. And I'm kind of high key a little bit frustrated because yeah, and then it's like, bro, I high key try, bro. See, my voice already bugging and shit. Like I high key try my best. It's like there's nothing I can do, bro. And I'm not having fun to sit here and rant, nigga. Sorry, YouTube. I'm a grown ass nigga. I'm a grown ass man. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna do what I want to do and make it. And I'm gonna do what I want to do and do it like I have to do it. I'm a man, so I don't care about none of that, like the background noise, you're unprofessional, or you're not this, you're not that. Shut up. Eat my dick. You know what I'm saying, bro? So it's like I don't give a fuck, bro. It's like at the end of the day, it's like I don't know, bro. I just can't escape it, like throughout everything. It's just like the main big thing I genuinely hate is just my background. Like it's always some shit going on. It was like like damn nigga, fucking barn. So it's like, bro, I don't know, bro. And like, shit, I don't give a fuck. Nigga, like, I'm still doing what I want to do. At the end of the day, I can't complain. And then if I wait, then if I like procrastinate and like prolong, it won't hit the same because it's like you could have did this a long time ago and then been here there. Like you could have did this a long time ago and then got where you wanted to be way quicker because you did it from the jump. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's how I genuinely see it. But I don't know, but yeah, 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 yeah.